Hi YouTube, Hedgie Chins here, back with another video. So today's video is going to be kind of like in parts. I'm going to answer a question for one of my subscribers, Ramses. Um, so this first part of the video is just going to be for you. So I'll just get started with that and then get into the other things that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So I'm here with the Chins, Fuzzy, Rodolfo, and Gizmo. So, the question that he asked me was what vegetables are safe for chinchillas. And chinchillas do eat plant life, flowers, that kind of thing in the wild. But I do not feed my chinchillas any vegetables, any fresh vegetables. They're strictly on a hay and pellet diet. They do get rose hips and rose petals as treats, but I don't give them any fresh vegetables. I have read that it's okay, and if you want to do so, I would suggest doing research and looking at a couple of websites to be sure of what you're doing is okay. Speak to your exotic vet about it, but I don't feed my chinchillas fresh vegetables. Yeah, that would be my best answer for that. Most of the nutrients all of the nutrients that they need are in their pellets, as long as you have your chinchillas on a plain pellet with all the necessities, with brands the high quality brands such as Oxbow or Missouri. I don't know if I'm saying that name right, but anyway, as long as your chinchilla is on a plain pellet and a high quality diet, as well as some fresh Timothy hay, you should be okay. If you do want to feed him or her vegetables, you're welcomed, but I would say do your research before doing anything. So yeah. So anyway, I have some good and bad news for you guys today. So last Wednesday, I was doing some stuff around the house and a fight broke out between Gizmo and Rodolfo, so they are no longer bonded chins. They won't even stand to be next to each other anymore. I've tried everything that I could do. I don't know what happened. It didn't work out, unfortunately. So, and the good news is I finally got my triple decker. So that cage is from 1-800-PET Supplies, and it was on sale for $74. But I needed it as quickly as possible, so I ended up spending $100 just to get it here as quickly as possible, and it did come within 2 days. And I only paid I think it was $20 extra, or no, just kidding. So the original shipping was $10 for the package, for the weight and everything. So I paid maybe $10 extra for it to get here quicker. So it was supposed to come between 3 and 6 business days, but it ended up getting here in 2, which is fabulous. Thank God this didn't happen during the winter, because it would have been really unfortunate to buy a cage and have to wait for it. So that's what's going on. So Rodolfo is currently down here at this level. Gizmo's right here, which is Fuzzy's level, and Fuzzy's at the top right now, and they do get switched. That way they all get time to adjust to the first level, or the new level. They all seem to really, really like it because it has new toys and new ledges. And let's see what else. Oh, yep, I did get a chin spin off of Craigslist for $40, which is awesome. And I'm still looking to get a couple more. And the other good news is that we will hopefully be adopting another chin. Not very soon, but I think hopefully by the beginning of September, kind of. He's still a baby, so we can't bring him home yet. But he will be Rodolfo's cage mate. Rodolfo is, he's more easygoing, and he really likes having a friend. I've noticed since this happened, he's been a little down. He's been a little depressed and not very social. He'll come up to us and stuff like usual, but the connection's a little bit weird. So hopefully by getting him a cage mate, it'll help improve him. He likes to groom everybody. He's very social. Gizmo, we've noticed, is very, not a demon, but like he's uh, he's the one that'll do something bad and then look at you like, I didn't do that. Like, I don't know, it's weird. And then Fuzzy, we did place an order with Zoe and Lilo's toy box for some more tunnels. Because Fuzzy is super, super territorial. This is usually his level because he doesn't want to share at all. He never wants to share. That tunnel, when we first got it, and all of the chins were bonded at that point, he would intentionally poop in the tunnel so that so nobody else would sit in it, which was kind of a problem. So I did just place an order for 2 more tunnels that'll go on each level. Hopefully one day, this might never happen, but I can open up the levels and my chins would get along. Maybe, hopefully. I'm praying for a miracle. And also, since we got the chin spin, we tried to open up the levels to see how they would do with one another. And Fuzzy's he doesn't want to share the wheel either. Even if he's not using it, he'll be like on the other side of the cage, and if he sees somebody's using his wheel, he goes crazy. Like, he doesn't like it. He's very, very territorial. So, I've also been talking with my husband, and I am starting art school in the fall, which is super, super exciting. And I've been really thinking about what I want to major in because it is strictly an art school. There are academic courses, but it's based all around the arts, which is fabulous and super, super exciting. And I really want to utilize my time there. So I want to do something that'll, one day become a business, perhaps. So we've been talking about the possibility of opening up a chinchilla rescue one day, as well as me designing a whole line of products just for chinchillas. So maybe in the next 5 years, who knows, that could be a reality, which would be great. I would like to design a whole line of fleece items, including invent something for the bass pans, because I know that they're really popular and they haven't really created anything to go around it or something. I have to clip mine because my chins dig it no matter like how tight I put it around the bass pan, they still dig at it. So we'll see how that goes. So hopefully that will become a reality. Of course, I haven't really decided on a name yet, but it's a work in progress. So that'll hopefully be in the near future, which would be a dream come true. Let's see. Do I have anything else? I just wanted to put this at the very end of the video just because I was looking back at my earlier videos and I realized that I didn't make a pet store versus rescued video. So I'm going to make this not too quick, but a little discussion. Now, a lot of people don't believe in buying from a pet store, and I think for me it goes a couple of ways, just because I do believe that every animal, no matter where he or she is from, should be able to get adopted by a good family. That being said, a lot of people, so many people do this, and if you're guilty of it, as long as you're doing the right thing and you're taking the right precautions, that's fine. But a lot of people will go to the pet store and buy an animal last minute. It's not fair for you, and it's not fair to the animal. A lot of people with children especially do this because I understand that you want to please your kids and you want to give them the world if they ask for something, but I want people to really think about this, and I hope that people really reconsider doing that, because there's a lot that comes with owning any animal, and you really should do your research, because the people at the pet store just want to sell you an animal. Especially, these are the biggest pet industries. Petco, PetSmart, they don't have properly trained employees. They don't. You go in there and you ask them a question, and most of them will say either I don't know, or they'll give you the wrong answer. So you want to make sure when you're deciding whether you want to adopt or purchase, that is completely your choice and no one has the right to judge you. And I want to say that when you do go to the pet store, you want to go there with all of the knowledge you could possibly get. Do all of the research that you can get, because you will go there, if you do the research, going there and knowing that you will be knowing more than the salesperson, which is good. The salesperson wants to just get rid of the animals that are in the case. And I don't really, I have bought from Petco, Rodolfo's from Petco, as well as the pigs. And the reason I think it is one of the most horrible places on earth is that they don't know anything about animals, believe it or not. They're the biggest pet industries, and they don't know anything about animals. So you will go there, you'll ask, about these guinea pigs, how much room they need, and they will sell you the smallest cage. Don't let them do that. Do not let them do that, please. Do your research and get the right cage. Because, first of all, if you do the research later, you're going to have wasted money on buying a small cage that is super overpriced and then having to buy a new cage. So please do your research ahead of time. Get prepared before buying the animal. Get your cage set up. Get everything ready. Do not do it on impulse. It is probably the most horrible thing. I was actually reading online. I typed in chinchilla rescue, and a picture came up of a really badly hurt chinchilla. And I visited the site. So when you click on Google Images, you click on the image, it says visit site. I read up on the chinchilla, and so these parents got their preteen child and a chinchilla. This was the first chinchilla. That's how you know it's bad. They got their child a chinchilla. The child sat on it and killed it. And the second chinchilla that they bought her after the first one died, she fed it some, to my understanding, she fed it some food that it was allergic to, and because it was not a good quality brand. That's another issue with bad quality food, which caused the chinchilla to do extreme fur biting, and her fur was literally pulled out and she was bleeding. And this child did nothing, didn't tell her parents or anything. The chinchilla is currently in a rescue, and this is why I don't think children should own pets, because, not all children are horrible pet owners, but those parents, I'm questioning their parenting. Really. Like, seriously? Really. I'm seriously questioning their parenting, and I'm questioning a lot of people's parenting. I'm not a parent, and you know what? When you grow up, you know what's right and what's wrong, and just because your child wants an animal does not mean you should get it. Please. Spare the animal from wasting time in your home when you know your child is not going to be a good pet owner. It's not right. Something's wrong with you if you're literally, if your child is wanting to buy, animals, and you just keep buying them with not the proper setup, that kind of thing. I came across 2 videos that really upset me this week. One was a girl, and I'm not really sure where she lives, but anyway, she had one of those cheap plastic bottom pet store cages with the igloo house and 2 chinchillas in it. No ledges, no chew toys, nothing. And she said some stupid remark, and yes, I'm picking on a child because I'm questioning her parenting, her parents' parenting. Seriously. This is what she said in the video. She was like, I have my chinchillas on alfalfa hay because I like it better. Are you eating the alfalfa hay? I didn't think so. Come on, little girl. Seriously. Anyway, that was the second video I saw. The first one was, if you type in chinchilla shower, a girl is giving her chinchilla a shower with water. No. And then she wrote this really stupid description in her description box saying like, oh, people think that like getting your chinchilla wet will kill it, and I don't think so. Like, I think it's great, and my chinchilla loves it. Really, your chinchilla is going like this, shaking on the freaking bowl because you're giving it a bath with water. If someone tells you that water is not good for chins, why the hell would you do it? Excuse my language. Like, seriously, man. And like everyone's commenting, including myself, telling her that she shouldn't be a pet owner if she's not going to do the right thing. Chinchillas like dust baths. They do not take baths in water. And if you're wondering why, I will tell you why. Chinchilla's fur is very, very thick. And when their body gets wet, the water will go down to the bottom of the fur, get on the skin, and create fungus because it's so warm and it'll get super moist in there that they will grow fungus. That is why you don't give your chinchilla a bath. No matter what kind of, even if you have it living in the best quality of life, you do not wet a chinchilla. Like, really, some people should just not own pets. That really upset me. A lot of things upset me on YouTube. Unfortunately, I cannot save all the chinchillas out there, even though I would like to. I would like to see pet stores opening up and being more open to, getting some from the rescues, having them in proper setups, teaching their employees the right way to sell an animal, not just to make profit, but to show people that this is the right setup. Get rid of all those crappy pet store cages, take those off of the line, take all the crappy pet food off. And I know that's never going to happen, but I would like to see that happen as an option. Now I know Whimsy's Menagerie and Chinchilla Rescue, as well as the Forever Feisty Chinchilla Rescue. The Forever Feisty Chinchilla Rescue actually comes to your house if you live in the New England area, and they make sure that you have the proper setup, and it's a whole application process. It's pretty similar to Whimsy's Menagerie. If you want to adopt a chin, they make sure that you have the proper setup, and they give you a class the day that you go and pick up your chin, and they give you all of the basics, everything you need to know about chinchillas and owning a chinchilla. And I want to stress this because it seems to be an issue with a lot of people, saying like, oh, I don't want to spend the money on getting an exotic vet for my animal. If you don't want to get an exotic vet for whatever reason, whether you can't afford it or you just don't want to spend the money, please reconsider owning a small pet, because it is crucial, especially for exotic pets, chinchillas, guinea pigs, hedgehogs, etc., etc. They need an exotic vet on speed dial. Guinea pigs are illness prone, and chinchillas are accident prone, meaning chinchillas eat everything, and you can't, when they're not in their cage and you take your eye off for a minute, that is when something can happen. They're accident prone, so please have a pet, an exotic vet on speed dial. And I would always suggest getting a checkup, maybe once a year, at least, to be sure everything is okay, make sure that everything is digesting, especially if it's your first time owning a chinchilla. If you get your chinchilla from Craigslist and you saw that the current home was improper for a chinchilla, please take it to the vet, please, to make sure that they didn't swallow anything while they were not in your care. Make sure everything is digesting, make sure their teeth are trimmed, because a lot of people on Craigslist are saying, my child is bored with their chinchilla, and those are the people that have absolutely nothing in their chinchilla cage. Nothing for the chinchilla to chew on. So it's very crucial that you get their teeth checked and make sure that they're chewing. Provide as many toys as you can. This is so important. Your chinchilla will have a happier life if you give it stuff to do. If you give it plenty of things to do, ledges to jump on, things to chew on, you shouldn't have that much of a problem, but I would always suggest getting a checkup every once in a while to be sure that their teeth are okay. So let's see, anything else for today? I think that's it for today. As I said, we might be getting another chin, so I'm not going to tell you guys his name yet. We did pick out a name, though. Anyway, let's see what else. Oh yes, a cage tour will be coming up soon, a new cage tour for the Chins. I just want to, get some new stuff in there, get it rearranged. I have placed so many orders, so a lot of things will be coming in within the next couple weeks. So before I do another cage tour, I just want to change up everything so, so it's not the same thing that you guys saw before. So I'm really excited to share my next cage tour with you guys. I know that you guys really liked the first one. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to comment below. I read everything and I will respond. And thank you so much for watching as well as subscribing. And if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm here every week. So, yep, see you guys next week. Bye.